Hi, everyone. My name is Olivia Barajas, and I am a Fullerton College career education counselor. And today I have the great privilege of presenting to you today our career and technical education programs, otherwise known as CTE. For those of you who are not familiar with CTE at Fullerton, those are the programs that represent over 110 certificates and 90 related degree programs. These are the programs that offer short-term training and can be completed in 2 years or less. They offer the student high skill, high wage, and high demand careers. And for the student who is interested in transferring, they can also provide you with transfer level credit, as some of these classes do transfer to four-year universities. I'm going to present a handful of our programs in our short time, but I want to mention that we have something for every career interest, and financial aid is available to help pay for these classes. In fact, we have a special program right now called the North Orange Promise Program, and that helps to pay for your first 2 years of school, and that can be applied to a CTE program. Here's a picture of some of the great counselors and staff that are eager to support you in your CTE career journey. And I'm the second photo from the left, but we really represent a lot of different people, including faculty, teachers, administrators that, again, are here to support you. Here's an image of just the variety of programs that Fullerton College offers. And you'll notice there is a wide variety. If you're a student who's interested in architecture and construction, you can study architecture in Fullerton. In fact, a lot of students don't realize you don't need a bachelor's to become a licensed architect in California. Maybe you have a background and an interest in construction. It's booming. You can get an associate's degree in construction management. In fact, we have students from Cal States, students with bachelor's degrees that are coming to our program because they recognize that the skills that they can gain from this program can lead to a job. We also have things in the arts, in music. If you're interested in recording and production, you can be trained to do that kind of skill. We also have yoga and Pilates instructors. If you're somebody who wants to, work as an instructor, there's a lot of demand and need for trained instructors. And so I'm going to continue to share more about our programs. Let's start with welding. So welding is a very popular program at Fullerton. A student can get a certificate in welding in less than a year. And students earn industry recognized certifications as they're going through this program. And the skills that they're gaining can be utilized towards becoming a boiler maker, a pipe fitter, an iron worker, a machinery mechanic. The list goes on. Our students are working in places like SpaceX. They're working as underwater welders. There are endless possibilities with welding. Next, let's talk about machine technology. Now, I recently had a conversation with employers from this industry, and they were telling us we need more people trained in this industry. So if you're somebody who's enjoys hands-on learning, who would enjoy producing precision parts and instruments, if you enjoy problem solving, if you can see yourself as an engineer or working with mechanics, then check out machine technology. On the right, you can see a picture of our new metrology program, and that's the study of measurement. And so that student is using an instrument that allows her to check the quality and the measurements of very small pieces of an airplane, for example. So in aerospace, metrology is utilized there, and it's to assure that there's quality control. And so this student is being trained to be an inspector, for example. Now, students that go into metrology, I just want to mention, are getting hired. In fact, some of their employers are even funding bachelor's degrees so they can continue their education. So, the exciting thing about our certificate programs is you don't have to stop with that certificate, and you may even find employment somewhere where they will pay you to continue going to school. But maybe you're somebody who enjoys a more creative industry, like fashion design, for example. Can you see yourself as a designer or a marketing manager, maybe a pattern maker or a fashion writer? Maybe you would be interested in purchasing for a department store, or be the person responsible for the visuals in a store. And so we have certificates to help train you in this industry. And you can see on the right pictures of some of the work that our students have created. And so as you can see, our students are really, really talented. And again, if you're interested in transfer, there are places like Long Beach State and FITM universities, just to name a few, Northridge as well, that have fashion programs where you could continue your education. But to be honest, the skills that you gain from this program, you wouldn't necessarily need to do that. Maybe you see yourself in cosmetology. Maybe you're that person who loves working with hair and makeup and does it for your friends. If this is an industry that has a lot of growth, this is not a type of industry or job that is going away anytime soon. So if you can see yourself as a stylist, hairstylist, or nail technician, maybe working and owning your own salon, this is a great career to have if you would like to be self-employed, if you want the flexibility to work and be your own boss, work and have your own schedule, then consider cosmetology. You can get licensed in less than a year and start working. Next, we have horticulture. Maybe you're somebody who enjoys being outdoors and growing things. Maybe you can see yourself working in a garden or a greenhouse or a nursery. There are jobs available that the city offers, for example. You can work in all sorts of different places. Maybe horticulture is the career for you. Next, we have automotive technology. And this is a field that has a huge need because a lot of people have recently retired or transitioned. And so there are different dealerships that are reaching out to us that are asking for trained automotive techs. And we have places like Hardin Honda and Toyota of Orange and Lexus. There's a number of places that need students, well-trained students. And the certificates that you can earn from automotive technology, they align with industry specific certifications, which after a while, if you continue to earn these certifications, you can work your way towards becoming a master mechanic or a master technician. And master technicians make really good money. Some make as much as over 100,000 annually, which, Orange County is expensive. So, consider automotive technology. It could provide a great livelihood. But maybe you're somebody who enjoys working with computers. And actually, I should also mention, with some of these other industries, they are relying more and more on technology and computers like automotive. But maybe you see yourself as more of a programmer, a web developer. There's also the people side of computer information systems and computer systems. You could be a project manager for different companies. Cybersecurity is also a huge need. In fact, there's a shortage of trained cybersecurity workers in the United States. California alone has over 63,000 open cybersecurity positions. If you're somebody who is passionate about securing information and helping to protect people's information, and we're talking about government, we're talking about banks and businesses, there's a lot of people who are employing students with this type of training and background. Consider cybersecurity. And our program is very, very reputable. You can earn certificates, a degree, and even transfer if you want to. Next, we have theater arts. Maybe you're somebody, have you ever considered that there are a lot of people behind the scenes that work in different types of theater productions? You have places like Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm and churches and concert venues that employ people to manage the technical aspects of what goes on in these productions. And we have lots of different certificates that can help to train you to be behind the scenes and work on these types of productions. Next, we have art and digital art. Now, some of you in the room enjoy drawing and you enjoy animation and illustration. Well, have you ever considered that that hobby could become a career? You could use that career and, you can use that skill towards working in advertising or working as a graphic designer or a multimedia artist, animator, illustrator. The possibilities really are endless. So here's a picture of our Fullerton College website, and I want to encourage you to check this out. So when you go to cte.fullcall.edu, you can see specific information about our programs. What is the job outlook? What can you expect to earn? What are the specific positions and jobs? What are they called? So I would encourage you to check out this website. You can also create a customized e-brochure using this website, and you can also research scholarships. Feel free to reach out to us. There's a have questions, contact us button. So it makes it very easy if you have more questions about our programs. So I want to share this quote. This is from Flora. She is an alum of Fullerton College in our graphic design digital arts program. And she says, "My experience at Fullerton College will be an unforgettable one. I went in not knowing what to expect or what I would learn and came out with a full confidence and knowledge to take the steps necessary to build a career for myself, all thanks to the art department and the incredible instructors there. Apart from the courses and instructors, the college itself offers so many opportunities for its students, specifically the CTE department, which I am also very grateful for. Going to FC was the best decision I ever made. I'll always be extremely appreciative of my time there. They gave me what I have now, a career and confidence in my future." And you know, Flor is experiencing a great deal of success with the training that she received. And she's working as a freelance graphic designer. She has multiple clients. She continues to build her client base, and she's able to provide for herself using the skills that she learned from this certificate program. I also want to just briefly touch upon the difference between a certificate and an associate's degree. I have a lot of students ask about this. And certificates, basically the simplest way to describe them is a list of classes that are related to preparing you for a specific skill set. And in this case, we have the example of Biotechnology Lab Assistant Skill Certificate. So this certificate prepares the student for work in an entry-level position in biotech and science-related industries. And so you're getting practical lab skills, training in working in a lab setting. And you might work for a biomedical industry, you might do academic research in a lab, or maybe work in the pharmaceutical industry. So with 5 classes, you can start working, and our students are finding jobs and internships, in some cases full-time jobs. I just also want to point out that there is a chemistry class. Now, every certificate is going to be a little different, but in this example, the student does have a math prerequisite, because I do get students who ask, well, am I going to have to take math? Am I going to have to take English? In most cases, you won't have to, but in this case, there is a math prerequisite that prepares the student to be successful in the chemistry class. Now, on the other hand, we have the associate's degree, and that's a combination of major classes, so classes that are going to provide training, but then we also have general education classes, graduation requirements, and electives. 60 degree applicable units in total will get you this associate's degree. And students take anywhere from 2+ years to earn associate's degrees. this is where you will be taking the English and the math potentially. But you know what? Your general education is super helpful. This is why. The classes that general education offers, they offer you transferable skills. So you're learning how to write, you're learning how to communicate, you're learning how to interact with people, work in teams. Those are all work skills that you need for any job. So don't minimize general education because it's also training for your future career. In contrast, certificates, like I said, they're not 60 units. The units will vary and they can range. It really just kind of depends on that certificate and the skills that it's training you for. Our Hornets are getting hired. Here's a list of illustration certificate alumni. And you can see from the list, they're getting hired in a lot of really exciting places, including Cirque du Soleil as a costume coordinator. Somebody here is also doing web comic artist in Seattle. And we also have visual artist designers and concept artists for Disney Television Division in Burbank. So, you know, these students don't necessarily have bachelor's degrees. They have certificates because that's where they're gaining the skills to do the jobs that they're being employed for. So I'll just end with our contact information. I hope that you'll reach out to us, that you'll follow us on social media. We post all sorts of fun videos and student testimonies so you can get a better sense of what we offer. And feel free to reach out to us by email, by phone, this contact link. Take a picture right now of this page. The picture also on this slide includes our drone program. Students are learning how to operate drones and they're using those skills in real estate. They're using it in construction. They're using it in photography. Really, students are super creative and innovative, and they're using the skills that they're gaining at Fullerton College to reach their personal goals. So I know I've gone fast, but I really hope you'll reach out to us, and I look forward to seeing you at Fullerton.